All Blacks prepare for epic showdown against Springboks. As the All Blacks gear up for their highly anticipated matches against the Springboks, fans are buzzing with excitement. Rassie Erasmus, the Springbok coach, has declared that his team is ready to go full throttle in their preparations after arriving in New Zealand. They touched down in Auckland late Wednesday night, and you can bet they are eager to face our All Blacks at Eden Park and Sky Stadium. Erasmus has assembled a 37-man squad, and he shared his thoughts on the journey and what lies ahead. We traveled well, and although it's a long trip to New Zealand, we are excited to be here, and we are looking forward to the challenge ahead, he stated. While it's clear the Springboks recognize the difficulty of playing in New Zealand, we all know that the All Blacks have a home advantage that is hard to beat. Now let's talk about the All Blacks. Despite a rocky start in the tournament, losing to Los Pumas after a strong win against Argentina, there's no doubt that Scott Robertson's squad is filled with talent and determination. The All Blacks have a reputation for rising to the occasion, especially against formidable opponents like the Springboks. This is the time for our boys to dig deep, showcase their skills, and remind everyone why they are one of the best teams in rugby history. What do you think, fans? Are you feeling confident about the All Blacks' chances? I believe the team can harness the energy of playing at home and turn things around. Sir John Kirwan mentioned that the All Blacks were so bad in the last match that he's not too worried about the Springboks. Do you think that's a fair assessment? Or do you think the pressure is on for our boys to step up their game? The Springboks will only have 2 training sessions this week before they go full throttle into their test match preparations. This brings us to an interesting point. Will they be able to effectively acclimatize and prepare in time to face the All Blacks? I personally think that the All Blacks need to capitalize on any lapses in the Springboks preparations. As fans, we need to rally behind our team. Let's show our support and believe in the All Blacks to deliver an exhilarating performance. Comment "Go All Blacks" below if you're with me. Now, I want to hear from you. What city are you cheering from? And what are your thoughts on the upcoming matches against the Springboks? It's time for us to unite and get pumped for what promises to be an epic clash. Let's go All Blacks. All Blacks need to bounce back after tough loss to Argentina. The All Blacks faced a disappointing defeat against Argentina in the Rugby Championship, losing 29-23 in Buenos Aires. This marked a significant moment as it was New Zealand's first ever loss to Los Pumas. Legendary All Blacks winger Sir John Kirwan expressed his frustration on the Rivals podcast, describing the performance as one of the worst he has seen from the team in a long time. He pointed out that while Argentina played exceptionally well, the All Blacks were simply not at their best. Kirwan's analysis highlighted key issues that need addressing. He noted that the team missed a staggering 40 tackles, many of which were described as passive. This lack of aggression allowed Argentina to gain crucial meters and put the All Blacks on the back foot. Kirwan also emphasized that the kick-receiving game was poor, which is concerning as the Springboks are known for their strong kicking game. Fans, what are your thoughts on the team's defensive strategy? Do you think they need to tighten up before facing South Africa? Despite the disappointment, Kirwan remains optimistic about the All Blacks' upcoming tests against the Springboks. He believes that the loss was an off day rather than indicative of the team's overall capabilities. Kirwan praised Argentina for their tactical execution and noted that the All Black superstars, who usually shine in pivotal moments, were unusually quiet in this match. This has to make us wonder, can the All Blacks rely on their stars to step up in crucial moments against tougher opponents? Victor Matfield, a former Springboks lock, also weighed in, suggesting that the competitive landscape of rugby has changed significantly. He pointed out that the top teams, including South Africa and New Zealand, can no longer take victories for granted. The days of having a near-perfect win percentage are behind us, and it raises the stakes for every match. How do you feel about this shift in rugby dynamics? Is it fair to say that the All Blacks need to adapt to this new reality? Kirwan echoed Matfield's sentiments, expressing excitement for the rest of the Rugby Championship. He emphasized that the All Blacks' loss to Argentina was concerning, particularly because it felt like a collective off day rather than being outplayed. He defended Beauden Barrett against criticisms, stating that he performed well and should not have been substituted. Do you agree with Kirwan? Should Barrett have stayed on the field longer? As we gear up for the next matches, All Blacks fans need to rally behind the team and show our support. What do you think the All Blacks need to focus on ahead of their clash with the Springboks? Share your thoughts in the comments below, along with your city. Let's get the conversation going and show our unwavering support for the All Blacks. Go All Blacks! All Blacks squad update. Key players return as focus shifts to Springboks. All Blacks fans, there's some good news and a bit of shuffling happening as head coach Scott Robertson has decided to send 16 players back to their provincial clubs ahead of the latest round of the National Provincial Championship, NPC. While these players didn't feature in the recent 29-23 loss to Argentina, their return to club action could be just what the team needs to shake off the dust from that tough match. Among those returning to their clubs are some notable names. Bay of Plenty will welcome back front rower Tevita Mafilio, along with back duo Emily Narawa and Leroy Carter. It's a great chance for these players to showcase their skills and get back into form. Meanwhile, Brody McAllister will be heading back to Canterbury, and Josh Lord is returning to Taranaki. Our eyes are also on Tamosai Tavitavanawai from Tasman and George Bauer from Otago, who will both be aiming to make a mark this weekend. And here's where it gets exciting. The All Blacks are set to return to action in just over a week, where they'll put their unbeaten record at Eden Park on the line against the formidable Springboks. This is the moment we've been waiting for, and the return of players like Anton Leonard-Brown will be crucial. He missed the last test against Los Pumas due to concussion, but his experience and skill will be a huge boost for both Waikato and the All Blacks. Wellington and Waikato are particularly lucky this week, as both clubs will see for All Blacks returning. Wellington welcomes Kyle Preston, Peter Lakai, Ruben Love, and Asafo Amua, while Waikato has Anton Leonard-Brown, Luke Jacobson, Semi Pini-Finau, and Ollie Norris back in the mix. It's clear that these players are eager to contribute and show what they can do, especially with such a pivotal match on the horizon. And let's not forget the powerhouse winger Caleb Clark, who is heading back to Auckland. This young talent has been making waves, and we hope to see him back on the field soon, bringing his dynamic play to the forefront. As the All Blacks prepare for this critical clash against the Springboks, it's clear that there are some questions to answer, especially after their last outing. What do you think, fans? Are we ready for the Springboks? How confident are you in our team's ability to bounce back? Comment Go All Blacks in the comments if you're with me on this. Let's rally together and support our boys as they gear up for what promises to be an electrifying match. Where are you watching from? And what's your take on the All Blacks' performance so far? Drop your city and thoughts below. Remembering Shane Christie, a heartfelt tribute to a rugby warrior. It is with a heavy heart that we reflect on the tragic passing of Shane Christie, a former back rower for the Maori All Blacks, the Highlanders, and Tasman. At just 39 years of age, Shane's death has sent shockwaves through the New Zealand rugby community, leaving us all grappling with the loss of a true warrior on and off the field. Shane's rugby journey was nothing short of inspiring. From 2014 to 2017, he donned the Highlanders jersey, making a remarkable 29 appearances and showcasing his skills as a relentless competitor. His leadership qualities shone through when he co-captained the Highlanders in 2016 alongside the legendary Ben Smith. How many of you remember those thrilling moments when Shane led the team with unwavering integrity and heart? His impact on the game was profound, and his influence extended beyond his playing days as he took on coaching roles with both Tasman's men's and women's teams, as well as returning to the Highlanders as a defense coach. It's heartbreaking to hear that Shane's struggles with concussion symptoms ultimately led to his retirement in 2017. The toll that rugby takes on players is an ongoing conversation, and Shane's situation only emphasizes the need for continued support and awareness regarding player welfare. What do you think, fans? Should more be done to protect our players from the long-term effects of head injuries? The Tasman Rugby Union, along with many in the rugby community, expressed their deep sorrow at Shane's passing. Steve Mitchell, the CEO of Tasman Rugby, shared his shock and concern for Shane's family, reminding us all of the tight-knit bonds within the rugby wano. It's moments like these that remind us how deeply connected we are as supporters of the game. Let's honor Shane's memory together. Comment "Go All Blacks" below if you share this sentiment. As we reflect on Shane's legacy, we must also remember the passion he brought to coaching. New Zealand Rugby acknowledged that any loss within the rugby community is felt deeply, and Shane's commitment to the game will forever be remembered. His tireless work, both on and off the field, represents the spirit of what it means to be a rugby player. Shane's story is a poignant reminder of the highs and lows of rugby. As All Blacks fans, we hold our heroes in high regard, and it's essential to support each other during difficult times. Let's come together to remember Shane and all he contributed to our beloved sport. Now we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Shane's impact on rugby? Where were you when you heard the news? Share your opinions and your city in the comments below. Together, let's keep the spirit of the All Blacks alive and honor those who have given so much to this great game.